What do you think? What do you think about the rap? Because I don't think you've probably listened to a lot of rap in your life, have you? You like rap?
I listened to some rap.
Really?
Because MC Hammer was in my class.
Hey guys, Old Guy Reactions here. I've got a super, super awesome special guest. This guy is older than me. He's 80. And I'm old. But I bet he's never heard NF. Have you ever heard of NF?
Never heard of NF.
N stands for Nate. And F stands for Firestein. So it's Nate Firestein. So they call him NF.
That's a easier name.
That's exactly. So this one's called How Could You Leave Us? So I cannot wait to get your reaction. I know, guys, you're probably going, don't introduce him to that song first. I have to. Because then we're going to listen to another NF song called Hope. So here we go. Let's introduce you to NF. All right, you ready? Go.
How could you leave so unexpected? We waited for you, but you just left us. We needed you, I needed you. Yo, I don't know what it's like to be addicted to pills, but I do know what it's like to be a witness to kills. Mama told me she loved me, I'm thinking this isn't real. I think of you when I get a whiff of that cigarette smell, yeah. Welcome to the bottom of hell. They say pain is a prison, let me out of my cell. You say you proud of me, but you don't know me that well. Sit in my room, tears running down my face, and I yell into my pillowcases. Say you coming to get us, then call a minute later just to tell us you're not. I'm humiliated. I'm in a room with a parent that I don't barely know. Some lady in the corner watching us while she's taking notes. I don't get it, mom. Don't you wanna watch your babies grow? I guess pills are more important. All you have to say is no, but you won't do it, will you? You gon' keep popping till them pills kill you. I know you're gone, but I can still feel you. Why would you leave us? Why would you leave us? How could you leave us? How could you leave us? Why would you leave us? I got this picture in my room and it kills me, but I don't need a picture of my mom, I need the real thing. Now a relationship is something we won't ever have, but why do I feel like I lost something that I never had? You should have been there when I graduated, told me you love me and congratulations. Instead you left us at the window waiting. Where you at, mom? What you young to understand? Where you at, huh? Yeah, I know them drugs that got you held captive. I can see it in your eyes, they got your mind captured. Some say it's fun to get the high, but I am not laughing. And what you don't realize and what you're not grasping, that I was nothing but a kid who couldn't understand it. I ain't gonna say that I forgive you cause it hasn't happened. I thought that maybe I'd feel better as time passes. If you really cared for me the way you acting. Why would you leave us? Why would you leave us? How could you leave us? How could you leave us? Why would you leave us? Our last conversation, you and I sat in the living room, talking about my music, and I brought you something to listen to. You started crying, telling me this isn't you. A couple weeks later, guess you were singing a different tune. You took them pills for the last time, didn't you? They took you from us once, I guess they came back to finish you. Crying my eyes out in the studio is difficult. Music is the only place that I can go to speak to you. It took everything inside of me not to scream at your funeral. Sitting in my chair, that person talking was pitiful. I wish you were here, mama, but every time I picture you, all I feel is pain. I hate the way I remember you. They found you on the floor. I could tell you felt hollow. Gave everything you had, plus your life to them pill bottles. You gave everything you had, plus your life to them pill bottles. Don't know if you hear me or not, but if you're still watching, why? Why would you leave us? Why would you leave us? How could you leave us? How could you leave us? Why would you leave us? Sometimes I think about things like, you know, when I have kids and like, you won't be there, you know, you won't be there for any of that. I'll never get to see you again. Sometimes I wish I would have just called you. I wish I would have just picked up the phone. I wish you were here. I mean, you should have been there for us. You should have been here. Pills got you right. And pills got you right. I wish you were here.
That was a heavy one.
Yeah. So what do you think about putting your life out there like that, like NF just did?
Yeah. Some of my reaction was adults who are going through trouble don't realize the effect it has on kids.
Mm-hmm.
And it seemed like there was no husband in the picture, no father.
Mm-hmm.
And he was crying out he wanted his mother. He wanted her to help him.
Right. He said, "You should have seen my graduation.
Yep.
You should have been there for us."
Should be there for my kids.
Right. Do you sense some bitterness in that song?
Yeah, a little bit. But there seemed to be a little bit of hope that he wants to be different with his kids.
Yes, he wants to be different. But he also said that you're not going to be there for my kids.
Right.
Which kind of has some bitterness in that too. You know? The pills got you, right? That was pretty powerful. Yeah, that's a tough song. That's a tough song. So this NF, he sings a lot, or he raps a lot about his life experiences, and so that's why it's so powerful, because of how he was raised and stuff like that. So we're going to hear one more, and it's going to be called Hope. Okay? So we're going to do that back to back here. So let's go to another one. Let me type this in. Now, he did that reaction that we just looked at. How could you leave us? He did that like years ago. This one that he just did it came out, I think, 8 days ago or something. So it's going to be really interesting to see how he's progressed from then to now. Okay, we'll pull that up here. Yeah, 8 days ago. So it'll be so interesting. Okay, you ready?
Ready.
All right, guys, this is going to be awesome. I can't wait to show him hope and how Nate is progressed. All right, ready? Go!
Hope. Yeah, I'm on my way, I'm coming. Don't lose faith in me. I know you've been waiting. I know you've been praying for my soul. Hope. 30 years you've been dragging your feet, telling me I'm the reason we're stagnant. 30 years you've been claiming you're honest and promising progress. Well, where is it at? I don't want you to feel like a failure. I know this hurts, but I gave you your chance to deliver. Now it's my turn. Don't get me wrong, nature had a great run, but it's time to give the people something different. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce my album. Hope. What's my definition of success? Listening to what your heart says, standing up for what you know is right while everybody else is tucking their toe between their legs. What's my definition of success? Creating something no one else can. Being brave enough to dream big, grinding when you're told to just quit, giving more when you got nothing left. It's a person that'll take a chance on something they were told could never happen. It's a person that can see the bright side through the dark times when there ain't one. It's when someone who ain't never had nothing ain't afraid to walk away from more profit, cause they'd rather do something that they really love and take the pay cut. It's a person that would never waver or change who they are just to try and gain some credibility so they can feel accepted by a stranger. It's a person that can take the failures in their life and turn them into motivation. It's believing in yourself when no one else does. It's amazing what a little bit of faith can do. If you don't even believe in you, why would you think or expect anybody else that's around you to? I done did things that I regret. I done said things I can't take back. Was a lost soul at a crossroad who had no hope, but I changed that. I spent years of my life holding on to things I never should have kept, full of hatred. Years of my life carrying a lot of baggage that I should have walked away from. Years of my life wishing I was someone different, looking for some validation.
Woo! What do you think so far?
Well, in contrast to the last song we heard from him, his bitterness seems to have gone away.
Right. It seems like he's wanting to push forward and
he's got a different view of life.
Yes. Okay, you ready?
Trying to avoid what I'm pretending I was.
Yes. Right. It's going to be super cool. Ready? Go!
Years of my life trying to fill a void, pretending I was in them. They get it. Evil, difficult to go through, yes, but beneficial. Some would say having a mental breakdown is a negative thing, which on one hand I agree, but on the other hand it was the push I needed to get help and start the healing process. See, if I'd never hit rock bottom, would I be the person that I am today? I don't believe so. I'm a prime example of what happens when you choose to not accept defeat and face your demons. Took me 30 years to realize that if you want to get the opportunity to be the greatest version of yourself, sometimes you gotta be someone you're not to hear the voice of reason. Having kids will make you really take a step back and look in the mirror. At least for me, that's what it did. every day and pick my son up, hold him in my arms and let him know he's loved. Standing by the window questioning if that is ever going to show up. Isn't something he's gonna have to worry about, don't get it twisted, that was in a shot. Mama, I forgive you, I just don't want him to grow up thinking that he'll never be enough. 30 years of running, 30 years of searching, 30 years of hurting, 30 years of pain, 30 years of fearful, 30 years of anger, 30 years of empty, 30 years of shame, 30 years of broken, 30 years of anguish, 30 years of hopeless, 30 years of hate, 30 years of never, 30 years of maybe, 30 years of later, 30 years of faith, 30 years of hollow, 30 years of sorrow, 30 years of darkness, 30 years of hate, 30 years of baggage, 30 years of sadness, 30 years of stagnant, 30 years of change, 30 years of patience, 30 years of suffering, 30 years of torment, 30 years of 30 years of bitter, 30 years of lonely, 30 years of pushing everyone away. You'll never evolve, I know I can change. We are not enough, we are not the same. You don't have the heart, you don't have the strength, you don't have the will, you don't have the faith. You'll never be loved, you'll never be safe. Might as well give up, not running away. You don't have the guts, you're the one afraid. I'm the one in charge, I'm taking up, I'm taking up. Reigns.
That's it. So, did you see what he said right at the end? Let's see. He says, I'm taking the reins. Yeah. I'm taking the reins. What'd you think of that song?
He finally realizes what his 30 years of bitterness and bad life isn't the hope.
Right.
He has another hope.
Yeah. He has another hope, and he's saying, I am taking the reins now. All this 30 years of, and so you know how old he is? 31. And somebody told me that he says 30 years of 30 times. It's pretty interesting, huh?
Right. And I don't know what he did spiritually, but he realizes he needs a change.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Well, Nate...
And there's hope.
That's right. There's hope. So this guy, what do you think? What do you think about the rap? Because, I don't think you've probably, listened to a lot of rap in your life, have you? You like rap?
I listened to some rap.
Really?
Because MC Hammer was in my class.
In California.
In California.
Back in the day. 70s.
Right. And so I listened to his rap.
Oh my goodness, that is so awesome that you actually you listen to MC Hammer's rap.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Do you remember any songs of MC Hammer?
No, I don't. It was so far back.
How about You Got to Pray Just to Make It Today? Did you ever hear that one?
No.
That's so
all I
cool.
remember is his dancing and his baggy
Oh my
pants.
goodness, that's so. You guys have to look up MC Hammer if you haven't heard MC Hammer from I'd say the early 80s. Well, he was in your class in the 70s.
Yes.
But then in the 80s, he sang a lot of rap songs. So that is super interesting.
Now he's a minister.
And now he's a minister. Well, that's crazy. You know why? Because it kind of aligns with this guy, Nate. This is a secular rapper, person, but he says he's a Christian. He's a Christian. He goes, I'm not Christian music. I'm a Christian that sings rap, on the secular stage.
Right.
Isn't that interesting? So you can kind of tell in his music that he has that background, can't you?
Yeah, just because you're a Christian doesn't mean you have to sing Christian music.
Exactly. That's exactly right. And that's the way MC Hammer was back then. Oh, that's so funny. So you listened to that and you thought, you didn't sit there and go, oh, this is horrible music. You actually felt it.
I felt the beat.
Yes, you felt the beat. And did you like that powerful part with the 30 years all the way up to the end and the crescendos off? Did you kind of like that? I mean, I almost feel like I should have been in church and he was preaching. I want a pastor to do that. Going, 30 years of pain, 30 years of suffering, 30 years of anxiety, 30 years, right? You know, that's why I think that'd be a great sermon. So, okay, anything else to say about NF?
Nope.
All right. Till the next one, guys. It was so fun introducing him to NF. Till the next one. Peace.
Peace.